At Residential Tech Today, we are extremely grateful for our partners and supporters that allow us to do the things that we do and support the publication so that we can bring you amazing content like we do on a regular basis. This episode of the Residential Tech Talks podcast, recorded at CEDIA Expo, was made possible thanks to a collection of partners, including the 8K Association, Elite Screens, Hisense, and Oasis Residential Technology Group.
Residential Tech Talks, lighting specialist, Arc Residential
House.
All right, we are back on the Residential Tech Talks podcast and joined right now by Chelsea Qualls, Director of Operations?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. No promotions, didn't give you a demotion in title, so we got it right on the first try. Just that power does too. But appreciate you joining us. We're here at CEDIA Expo in Denver. If you didn't know, there's background noise where we are. That'll kind of give away that we're on the show floor here in Denver. So how are things? How are you?
Things are good.
Yep.
It's been a good first day.
Yep.
Yeah, some late nights, some time zone changes, a little tired, but yeah, the energy the first morning is always like so good.
It is, isn't it? That ribbon cutting happens and then the doors open and it's like the floodgates.
There's people, I hear people boost away like wooing and it's great.
There's a lot of energy.
Yeah,
a lot of
good.
energy at this show.
Yeah,
it's a different crowd.
Yeah.
But awesome. Well, what's new with Just Add Power?
There's a few new things this year.
Yep.
But the big thing that we're actually showcasing at this year's CEDIA is our Advanced Matrix Programmer.
Okay.
It's our one-of-a-kind system configuration software.
All right.
And I think it's something that really sets Just Add Power apart. It makes it was built with integrators in mind. It makes the system configuration setup process so much easier, super fast. We basically do all of the work for you.
That sounds
which
nice.
Is great. Yeah,
I think integrators can get behind that.
Absolutely. Yeah. It can be a really time-consuming process.
Yeah.
Not just the system configuration itself, setting up a new system, but if you need to do a new service, if you need to expand a system, AMP takes care of all of that.
That's awesome. Incredible. So that's launching at this show?
So it's actually been out for a
Okay.
couple years, but it's just something that we found, people really need to hear about this.
Yeah. Well, that's a great opportunity to do a show like this, right? To be able to show those products off, get them in front of people, educate a little bit, right? That's kind of what it's about. But so what, the presence here, talk about that. I know that'll be a big focus of it, right? But what else are you guys doing? Like hop over to the booth. We're sitting in our booth right now.
Yeah.
When I come over there eventually, what am I going to see?
Okay. So this is our 16th CEDIA, by the way, I think.
Yeah.
I think 2009 was our first CEDIA,
Yep.
so things have changed a lot. We have a whole new booth configuration.
Okay.
It looks great. Listen, I designed it, so I'm kind of happy with it. I'm a little biased, but we have an
Be proud.
Yes, absolutely. We are showing off, for the most part, our Max Color product series. That's our 4K 60 product series. Big highlight, in addition to the AMP software demo, we're showing our MCQX. It's our tiling and warping encoder.
Okay.
And I think it's just the coolest product. It has built-in mouse control. And when the tech guys, when the R&D guys at the company, when they first started talking about this and showing this, I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
You can plug a mouse into it, and you can change your layouts just using the mouse directly on the screen. You don't need to get into your control system with anything. You have the option to change your sources, change your layouts. There's transparency. You can take the mouse and click, drag, move your images around, make them bigger, make them smaller. It's really, really cool stuff. So we love to show that off because it's so special.
How would you, to an integrator that wasn't familiar, explain the brand? What would be that elevator pitch?
So we've been doing this for a really long time, and it's all that we do. We make encoders, we make decoders. We have great relationships with all of the leading switch manufacturers, and the biggest things that we try to uphold as a company are just to give integrators flexible and creative solutions. It always works. We have an amazing tech support team that can help people every step of the way, and we are it's a system that you can put in and it'll work for a long time. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. I mean, a great, simple sort of explanation. I think that's what the integrators want to hear, right? Is something that for them doesn't take a lot of thought process because they're already busy, right?
Yeah,
They got a lot going on, a lot of in the system designs and things like that. So
sure.
A simple, seamless product that adds a certain sort of extra pizzazz to a system is kind of what they want, right?
Yeah.
I imagine. So feedback-wise, I know we're day one here, but
Sure.
you're regularly in touch with integrators. So what are you hearing from them out there in the field, or even in just the first couple hours here at CEDIA?
Yeah. So it's been, I haven't had a chance to walk around at all besides
Here, might not be a good litmus test for here right now, but what's going on out there in the market that you're hearing about from them?
Market-wise, there's a lot of demand for, I think, we've all seen standard video walls, right? We've all seen the 2x2, you put up there, you got a big screen. But what I'm seeing a lot more is like the large, like the LED video walls, like the huge, there's so many booths around here that have these huge, amazing screens. So I think that there's definitely a push for the, like a luxurious residential system.
I feel like the last couple of years, right, that push into the more luxury space, this channel sort of always hovered around it, but I think that extra attention to the design community, wanting to get deeper ingrained with the design community and those architects, right, that's kind of challenging all brands, I have to imagine.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. It's much easier to kind of get in at the ground level and work with the designers and kind of build your system around the space and stuff. Yeah.
Got it. These guys need these businesses need that sort of foot in the door, so they aren't that afterthought, right? Is kind of what it comes down to.
Yeah.
While we're sitting here, what's sort of the goal? Kind of question I've found myself asking everyone now at the show.
Okay.
The goal for you as a brand at a show like CEDIA. What are you hoping to get out of it? Obviously, a lot of conversations that happen, but if there was one stated goal for CEDIA Expo for Just Add Power, what is it?
Yeah, I mentioned it before, but the system configuration software. Sorry, coffee hasn't kicked in yet. That is, we're doing live demos, actually. So we actually just had our very first one.
Okay, how'd it go?
It went really well.
Good.
Yeah, our director,
it's a great start.
Our director of training is here. Our other training guy is here too. They're just awesome, and so the first live demo went super, super well. So
Good.
I would highly encourage any integrators that are interested in learning about how easy system config can be to come by and check it out.
Obviously great to be able to do that at a show here. For those that aren't,
absolutely.
For those that aren't here, what are you guys doing out there to help train them, to get them familiar with what's going on?
So we do host, in-person trainings, certified integrator workshops at our headquarters in Florida. And we only do a couple of those a year, and I know sometimes it's hard for people to get away for a few days to travel. So we also do offer remote training.
Okay.
We have videos and documentation and stuff that we'll send to you. We'll guide you through just to kind of give you a good, it's hard to learn about something so hands-on and not be hands-on.
Right.
But I think that the guys have done a really good job putting together a really good database of information, videos, all that good stuff. And we also give people the option to borrow a kit.
Yeah,
so
there
we'll
you go.
ship
That's
you a
awesome.
kit, and you can follow along and get your hands on it.
At this space, what's it? There's like the auditory, the kinetic, different types of learners,
different
right?
ways of learning.
This space, I think you might agree, especially listening to an explanation like that, very much a hands-on.
Absolutely.
I think that's the kinetic, right?
Absolutely.
That's how they're learners, right? They need to get in there and do.
Well, that's
right?
what integrators are doing. They're working
exactly.
with their hands,
every day.
Exactly. And we're happy to be able to offer that for people that actually can't come and learn about us. in person.
No, that's fantastic. Well, Chelsea, appreciate you taking the time. Busy show floor, obviously. You guys got a busy schedule ahead of you.
I know you
do
too.
We're trying. The train doesn't stop, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you need a coffee or anything, let me know. I'll grab you one.
Thank you. But vice versa. Well, we got each other's backs. I love that. Cool. Well, we appreciate you stopping by,
you so much.
sharing a little bit about the Just Add Power story, and
appreciate it.
we look forward to continuing to follow it.
Absolutely. Thank
awesome.
you.
You bet.
Have a good show.
If you enjoyed this episode of the Residential Tech Talks podcast, please subscribe to us on the platform you're listening on. Also, be sure to follow Residential Tech Today on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Residential Tech Talks, lighting specialist, residential tech.
At Residential Tech Today, we are extremely grateful for our partners and supporters that allow us to do the things that we do and support the publication so that we can bring you amazing content like we do on a regular basis. This episode of the Residential Tech Talks podcast, recorded at CEDIA Expo, was made possible thanks to a collection of partners, including the 8K Association, Elite Screens, Hisense, and Oasis Residential Technology Group.